Our last inductee for the evening is Alex Cremidan for baseball. Born in San Diego, Alex Cremidan is a 1956 graduate of Hoover High School and a member of the 1954 post-492 American Legion National Championship team. He obtained his BA from San Diego State and Master's in Education from Northern Arizona University. Alex spent 42 years in San Diego Unified School District as a teacher and a principal. He began umpiring in 1966 and was an active member of the San Diego County Baseball Umpires Association for 25 years. He served for 15 years on the board as treasurer, secretary, vice president, and rating committee. He umpired all levels of baseball from youth league, CIF, NAIA, NC2A, pre-Olympic, semi-pro, and college, as well as women's professional softball. In 1998, Alex was recognized for his service, commitment, and dedication to the art of officiating the sport of baseball, with in recognition of lifetime achievement. That's an award by the San Diego County Baseball Umpires Association, where he was granted a life membership. Alex has volunteered in youth sports as a coach, a manager of Rancho San Diego Little League, El Cajon Pony League, AYSO Soccer, and umpire-in-chief in both Rancho San Diego and El Cajon leagues. Alex states umpiring was enjoyable because it relieved stress from the academic world and reminded me of my fondness for baseball, sports, and assisting the youth. He's the first official I've ever heard say, officiating relieves stress. There's Alex Cremidan.
Wow. You know, Bob and I go back to 1956 when we were freshmen in college at San Diego State. And I don't know if he even remembered me back then, but I hope that I can have you enjoy this following moment. Let's see here. Can you hear that? If you want to sing, you can sing. Take me up to the ball game. Take me up in the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I never get back. Root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 stretch around at the old ball game. For it's 1, 2, 3. All right. I know it's been a long evening. Nothing epitomizes the game of baseball more than this song, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And no other sport has a song that they can call their own. Sase Fari, Stume Parapoli. We'll get a little bit of diversity in here. In Greek, that means thank you very much. There are many others who have contributed to officiating games as well. I humbly thank God and you for selecting me for this special honor. I've always loved baseball my entire life. It kept me out of trouble. It gave me a wonderful array of new acquaintances, and it offered me the opportunity to cement existing friendships, and many of those friends are here this evening, so I thank them for being here. Growing up in San Diego in a non-English speaking family, my parents didn't drive us to the games or to the fields. We had to ride our bikes, or we had to walk to practice in games. Coaches had a great influence on me. Bill McLean, who was a wonderful role model for me as a recreation coach at McKinley School Playground, who later became a teacher and a principal in San Diego City schools. Other coaches who played a role in my development were Bill Whitaker at University Heights, Fulton Vickery at Hoover High School and American Legion Baseball, and Charlie Smith at San Diego State. At the age of 16, I had the honor of being a member of the National Championship American Legion baseball team, and it took me to many states, including a trip to New York City for the 1954 World Series between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Giants. And it enabled me to see one of the greatest catches ever in baseball by the great Willie Mays. I had never flown before, or had ever been out of the state of California. It allowed me to see different parts of California, Nevada, Nebraska, Washington, and other states. And on our return, we were given a ticket tape parade in downtown San Diego. Baseball taught me geography, mathematics, percentages, and much more. Because of my love for baseball, I wanted to keep my foot in the game. Consequently, I decided to umpire. It was difficult to give up my day job as a teacher and later as a principal in order to reach the games in time to officiate, since most high school games were played in the day. The assigning secretaries, Bob Merchant and O.B. Sykes, attempted to assist me. Eventually, I could only umpire college games because they were played mainly at night or on weekends. Most sports do not need equipment baseball umpires require. During my days of umpiring, it was very difficult to get to the games and rush onto the field. First, you had to change your clothes and put on your, let me show you something. I thought I'd bring this to you. We had to put on this chest protector. I think I skipped some parts. An old shin guard. I didn't bring my old shoes because they're pretty bad shape. And a mask that's at least 70 to 80 years old. It wasn't mine originally. Okay, so these presented a great challenge to me because of the scarcity of time and the place to change. Sometimes you had to change next to my car or wherever I could find a parking space, and hoping that no one could see me undress or dress. And if that was enough, I had to obtain the permission of an assistant superintendent who considered umpiring at a school site a continuation of the school day. That's of an administrator that had lots of wisdom. My umpiring dates lasted for 25 years. While 18 of those years I served on the San Diego County Umpire Board of Umpires Association Board. And due to the pressure of my commitment to my day job, I had to step out of umpiring in 1990. That's 30 years ago. I was only 51 years old at the time, and I didn't realize that I've been gone that long. Umpiring was enjoyable because it did relieve stress from the academic world, and it reminded me of my fondness for baseball, sports, and assisting youth. My baseball officiating mentors were Bob Carroll, Frank Kerr, Shan Dennison, Cecil Espy, and Dick Curry. I had the opportunity to work with members who are already a part of the Hall of Fame. Mike Basallo, Jim Garman, Mike Allen, David Gonzalez, Mike McDonald, Jim Gilchrist, Dan Pedersen, Paul Runge, Mike Winters, Jack Taylor, Tom Abels, Nacho Torres, Mike Hart, and Frank Rustins. So I feel I'm in very good company. And again, I would like to thank you very much for this great honor. And I would like to thank my family, my beautiful wife, Christine, of 53 years, who has been my foundation. I got lucky. My children, my lovely daughter, Nicole Galaxidas, a three-sport varsity letterman at Valhalla High School, who went on to obtain a master's degree. My son, Alexander, the Olympian who pitched for Greece in the 2004 Athens Olympics, and after graduation from UCSD, was drafted by the Arizona Diamondbacks. I would like them to stand with their families at this time. Would you stand? And also, I would like to thank my friends who have shared this evening with me and have supported me over the years. Would they stand? And a special thank you to Fred Carbone and Ron Felsen. And again, I want to thank you, and I want to congratulate all the inductees who are here this evening, and I hope that you've all had a wonderful evening tonight. I'll just move that over.
We'll just move that for right.
Thanks, Bob.
Oh, here, come over here. This is yours. Congratulations. Photo us.
Okay,
Congratulations.
thanks. I'll leave that there.
Okay.
Somebody can steal it.
Make sure.